How to get out of credit card debt. Credit card debt has a way of feeling heavier than other debt, and there's a real reason for that. It tends to carry a much higher rate, and it grows fast when it's left alone. If you're carrying a balance right now, this video is a straightforward, judgment-free, step-by-step plan to get out. Here's what makes credit card debt uniquely dangerous. The interest doesn't just apply to what you originally charged. It compounds on top of the interest that's already accrued. That's the same force that builds wealth when you're investing, running in reverse. A balance left untouched can grow for years without you adding a single new charge. Step 1 has to come before anything else. Stop putting new charges on the card you're paying down. This isn't about willpower forever, it's temporary, while you dig out. Every new dollar charged while you're carrying a balance is a dollar working directly against the plan you're about to build. Step 2. List every card you have, with the balance, the interest rate, and the minimum payment on each. Seeing it all in one place, not scattered across apps and statements, is uncomfortable for about 5 minutes, and clarifying for everything after that. Step 3. Choose how you'll order your payoff, either targeting the highest rate first, or the smallest balance first. We cover exactly how to choose between those two approaches in our Snowball versus Avalanche video. Either one works. What matters is picking one and committing. Step 4 is one most people skip, and it costs nothing to try. Call your card issuer and simply ask for a lower interest rate. It doesn't always work, but it works more often than people assume, especially if you've been a reliable customer. A rate drop of even a few points can meaningfully shrink how much of your payment goes to interest instead of the balance. Step 5. Look into a balance transfer card, offering a promotional 0% rate for a set period. This can be genuinely powerful. Every dollar you pay goes straight to the balance instead of interest. The catch is the transfer usually carries a small upfront fee, and the promotional window has a hard expiration date. This only helps if you have a realistic plan to pay it off before that window closes. Step 6. A personal debt consolidation loan can combine several card balances into one fixed-rate, fixed-term loan, often at a lower rate than the cards carried. The benefit is predictability. One payment, one end date you can see clearly on a calendar, instead of several revolving balances. One honest caution here. Consolidation is a tool, not a fix. If the spending habits that built the balance in the first place don't change, it's entirely possible to pay off the consolidation loan and simultaneously run the credit cards back up, ending up in a worse spot than before. Consolidation works best paired with the stop the bleeding step from earlier. Step 7, and this one matters enormously. Pay more than the minimum whenever you possibly can. Even a modest amount above the minimum can cut years off a payoff timeline and save a substantial amount in total interest. Because you're attacking the balance the interest is calculated on, not just covering that month's charge. Step 8. Once a card hits 0, resist the urge to immediately close it. Closing it can shorten your average credit history and raise your utilization on the cards that remain, both of which can work against your credit score. We go deeper on this in our credit score videos, but for now, paid off doesn't have to mean closed. Write the whole plan down on one page, every card, the order you're tackling them in, your target payoff date, and the extra amount you're committing each month. A plan on paper is something you can look at on a hard day. A plan only in your head tends to quietly slip. If the numbers feel bigger than any of these steps can handle, you're not out of options. Nonprofit credit counseling agencies can review your full picture and, in some cases, negotiate reduced rates or structured hardship plans directly with your creditors. Reaching out isn't a last resort to be ashamed of, it's simply another legitimate tool. And once you're finally debt-free, protect that outcome. Build a small emergency cushion so an unexpected expense doesn't immediately land back on a card. We cover exactly how in our emergency fund video. The plan isn't finished the day the balance hits 0. It's finished when it stays there. Let's recap. Stop new charges. List every card. Choose your payoff order. Ask for a lower rate. Consider a transfer or consolidation if it fits. Pay more than the minimum whenever you can. And don't rush to close paid-off cards. Get out once, and build the cushion that keeps you out. If this helped, follow Liberty Wealth Insights for more financial education. Made simple, in plain English, no jargon. We'll see you in the next one.